back to the next video. In this video I will show you how you can analyze PDF and ask questions related to it using Firebase AI logic in native Android application with Kotlin. So let's get started. So here you can see I am mirroring my device, so I have this pick PDF button. I'll just click on this pick PDF and it will open the it will show you the files app, and you will have to select a PDF. If you are not able to see your PDF, make sure you click on this side navigation drawer, and from here you can select whatever wherever your PDF is located. So I already have the PDF been located, so I'll just click on this particular PDF. Now it will analyze the PDF. Make sure you have enabled data or enabled Wi-Fi on your device, otherwise your app will crash, because it does take a bit of time for this Gemini model to analyze our PDF. And here you can see, based on this PDF, it has given me whatever is contained in that particular PDF. So let's see how to achieve this. Now I am using XML layout, but if you want, you can use Jetpack Compose as well. That is nothing related to UI over here. Everything is business logic, so it doesn't really matter what you use. So first what you need to do is you need to go to console.firebase.google.com. you need to set up a project. So here you click on this and you can give it whatever name you feel like. So I have already linked my Android project to Firebase, but I'll show you all the steps as well again. And here I'll just click on this terms as well. Then here make sure you enable Gemini in Firebase. Click on continue. I don't want Google Analytics, so I'll just disable this. I'll just click on create project again. So let's just wait for this. It is taking a bit of time. In the meantime, what you can do is, inside your Android project, you need to go to Android manifest.xml first, and you need to add this internet permission. I'll also show you how my activity underscore main looks like. You need to, if you're using Jetpack Compose, you need to do this in Jetpack Compose. It's pretty simple. All I have done is that I have taken one button for picking the PDF and one text view to display what is contained inside that particular PDF. That's it. Okay, so these two files are done. Let's come over here again. I'll just click on continue again. I'll close this. I'll close this as well, and here you will have to select Android. Then you need to go to this build.gradle.kts, and here you need to copy this particular namespace. So whatever is the namespace you have to paste it over here, and then click on register app. Let's just wait for a second. Then here you need to download google services.json file. Then you need to paste this google services.json file inside the app folder. Now to get the app folder, do not directly paste it over here. It will not work for you. You need to go to this project drop down over here, then open this app folder and then drag and drop it. And here you can see I already have this google services.json file over here. So make sure you drag and drop it, then click on next. Then you need to copy this particular ID. Then again we will go to this particular Android drop down, go to build.gradle.kts, paste this particular ID over here. Then again you need to copy this particular ID. We already have this com.android.application, so don't paste that. So here you can see you need to paste this ID. Okay, then scroll down and copy this particular thing, and scroll down over here. You need to paste it over here. And for Firebase AI logic dependency, you need to add this particular thing as well. So make sure you add both of this, and then you can just click on the sync now button, and it will already automatically download all the Android dependencies for you. Then just click on next again, and then just click on continue to console, then click on AI, then click on AI logic. Let's just wait for a second. And here you need to click on get started. Here you need to enable the Gemini developer API. Click on enable. Let's just wait. So in the meantime, I'll just close this. So this file is done, this file is done, and this file is done. Now all the thing which we need to write is inside main activity. So here make sure you click on continue as well over here. Okay, so this is done. Now let's come back to our Android project. So firstly I'll show you this imports. So these are all the imports. Make sure you copy paste all these imports which are there. Then here we are taking two variables, one for button and one for our text view. Then here we are initializing of the model. Now at the time of me recording this video, the current latest Gemini model is Gemini 2.5 Flash, which comes under the free tier, so you don't have to register credit card or debit card for this. We'll come back to this code in a bit. Then inside on create, we just initialize our button as well as initialize our text view. Then on click of the button, we just do this new PDF picker dot launch, and here we pass application slash PDF. So with the help of this, we don't require any permissions from the user. So here you can see this is the new PDF picker variable which we were using over here, right? So here we are using activity result contracts dot get content, and here we get the URI of the video, sorry, URI of the picked PDF, and here I'm just checking whether it is not equal to null or not. Okay, then here this Gemini code or this Firebase AI logic code needs to run inside a coroutine, so that's why I'm using this lifecycle launch. Here we are moving to a IO coroutine, and then we just do content resolver dot open stream, pass the PDF URI, and here you get the stream of data. We read it bytes from that particular stream. Then here we import the content, here we pass application slash PDF, and here you can pass whatever text you feel like. So maybe you can ask some questions based on it. I have just told it to summarize the important results in this particular report, and then we just do model dot generate content, passing the prompt to it, and whatever data we get or whatever text we get, we just display it inside the text view, and we need to switch to the main thread. That's what I'm doing over here, and here I'm just handling the catch exception as well. So yeah, that's all there is to it. If you have any questions, do let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching. Bye.